has come. For 300 years, we prepared. We grew stronger. While you rested in your cradle of power.
So now that the weekend has passed, we have another week of box office numbers. And I got to tell you, it's nice to be able to go back and look at these because how long has it been since we've had movies coming out regularly every week and we can actually talk about competition again? Like, this was some of the best stuff that at least I really liked doing on the channel. And we can do it again now, so it's been kind of nice. But I want to focus a little bit on Cruella because this has been a big release for Disney, and it's yet again another flop for them. Mulan was a pretty big flop. You can't really... That movie actually has a legit excuse because there were no movie theaters open when that movie came out. However... China still hated it. I don't think it did very well over there. No one really paid to watch it on Disney Plus because of the $30 fee. So it performed like shit. And they also got in a lot of trouble because they were, well, of course, working with China and thanking them. And we all know what's going on over there, particularly with a group of Muslims. And the way that China treats them is not very nice. And that barely gets any coverage, but you know, it was funny to watch all of these outlets totally just ignore that. But anyway, Cruella's doing bad. It shows that it's 39% behind Mulan, as well as it's also below Mulan in the box office. So Cruella is not doing very good. Of course, Disney denies this and is apparently giving it a sequel, which... I just think that that's funny. I think this movie is shit. And I think that it's absolutely hilarious that critics are saying it's better than Joker. It's the feminist Joker. No. Joker in this movie, not even in the same league, in my opinion. Joker is a very, very well-made movie. This movie is what it is. It seems like most audiences are okay with it. I could care less about it, to be honest. And I enjoyed Disney tripping and falling on their face a little bit. So laughing at this movie is a small little pleasure for me. Which is why we're going to go over its horrible box office weekend. Or what it pulled in the box office. So Conjuring 3 outscares A Quiet Place 2 at weekend box office with $24 million. 2 horror movies at once. That's pretty rare. It's nice to see these kinds of movies come back. You know, I think these movies are fun. So it's nice to see a little bit of a comeback for the horror movies, especially a rated R horror movie, which we don't get too often. We usually get PG-13, and I hate PG-13 horror movies, but usually. I think the ones that try to go over the top with like monsters and demons and ghosts and stuff, like the previews always look really cool and the movies end up always being garbage. So anyway, let's take a look at the numbers here. It used to be that studios would space their horror movies apart on the schedule. It's not usual that one would open up immediately after the other one for a fear of cannibalizing the same audience. That didn't happen this weekend as New Line's The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It opened to $24 million. While Paramount's second weekend of A Quiet Place 2 took in $19.5 million. All of this just speaks to audiences' urge to return to the cinema after being cooped up for a year plus during COOF. We saw a similar clash of demos when 2 fanboy IPs, Mortal Kombat and Demon Slayer, went at it over the weekend of April 23rd through the 25th. So, yeah, that Demon Slayer movie did pretty good. I've just started watching the show, so by the time I finish it, the movie should be out on disc here. I think it comes out in July. I'll probably get the Blu-ray and watch it. But I'm looking forward to watching that series. So here we go with Cruella's numbers. Even the number 3 title, Disney's Cruella, did well, posting a 11.2 million second weekend at at 3,922 theaters, 48% after a 3.28 million Friday, negative 57%. Total day for Cruella is total 10-day total for Cruella is 43.6 million. And that's not very good. And then you see they have the TV households here clocked 686K household views. That translates to an estimated 20.57 million 4-day weekend in PVOD revenue. It's not very good. And Disney's really pushing this movie like it's a massive success. And I don't think that that's the case here. The numbers don't lie. And I think Disney doesn't want that. This is why you don't see a lot of outlets covering this. Like Deadline's the only outlet that's put out these numbers. Everybody else is just kind of backing off of Cruella. Critics are still kind of giving it okay reviews. No one's really talking about the fact that the numbers are kind of bad for this movie. And it's because Disney owns a lot of pockets, for real. So, it is what it is. We'll see how far things go. But, Cruella and Disney, do you remember the time, when a Disney movie like this came out? There was a time when this would be like a big deal, it'd be a big deal and a big event, and it's just not there anymore. I don't know if I'm the only one that's noticed that, but a lot of the magic at the Magic Kingdom seems to be somewhat gone. And they kind of did that themselves. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Cruella not performing very well for Disney, who desperately need a win here. I would expect Cruella to wind up on other streaming sites soon for you to pay for it. I think right now it's only with Disney Plus. So you have to actually buy Disney Plus and then pay money on top of Disney Plus to watch this movie. Honestly, I think the HBO Max deal is better. And, you get them for free with HBO Max as long as you're in there. And I got to say, HBO Max, their little idea of streaming the movies and having them in the box office at the same time seems to be working. Conjuring 3 made $24 million, which, in today's movie theater standards, that's not too bad. Quiet Place 2, which I think is also on HBO Max, also doing very good. So, they're kind of really doing well right now. Movies are still bringing in money, and the app, I'm sure, is getting a lot of signups because of all these movies that are coming out. It's like a win-win for them. Meanwhile, Disney, I don't even know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that and subscribe if you're new.